All right, back at it with the E34 540i. So today I'm gonna focus in on these throttle cables. So as you can see here, there's a bushing that where the throttle goes, and there's a lot of play in it. It's not how it should look. And here there's some kind of zip tie, I don't know, some zip tie fix that's supposed to go on. It makes the car very unstable. Sometimes it idles properly. Sometimes, frankly, it gets stuck and does not. So you notice that there's two cables. One here I've discussed in a prior video is that this one is for the actual, it goes to the actual gas pedal. Notice it goes to the firewall. That's the one where the zip tie is on. And then this one, again, it's just barely on. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing at all. This one goes to the ABS and, it goes to the cruise control. So what I have here today in this package are these bushings that's supposed to replace these rubber ones, and it's supposed to keep it sturdy, and should be something that I don't have to replace too quickly after this. So I'll give you a look at the product. All right, so let's check them out. All right, so here we go. What we have are, these are metal. They're supposed to replace the bushings themselves. So the part where you see the zip tie, that's where each of these should be, and below it. So essentially there's an area above and there's an area below. This goes above, and below go these pins or clips, whatever you want to call them, that hold them in place once it gets adjusted. Taking a closer look, you can see here, the cable goes through here, and below it, it's clipped on there. That's supposedly, I mean, hopefully, holding it in place. Inside, you'll actually see that it is threaded, so that's where you can turn it to tighten or loosen and adjust the cable so that it idles at a normal speed. So the most difficult part of this install is probably going to be dealing with the snap ring. So that's what I'm going to use that for. So starting out here, what I'll do is, simplest part is removing these first. So remove these, take the old bushings off, cut off the zip tie, and then we'll start the install of the next piece. So step one. In terms of how the throttle moves, it gets pulled by these cables. So if you need to get a little bit more clearance, you move this up, and that'll give you some space to remove the bushing. Once out, you're gonna need to take the cable out of this, because the assembly slides on here, and you don't have enough space here. So remove the cable from this. So to remove this, you'll notice on the side here, it is split right there, and that's how you're gonna remove the next up is getting everything else off. So we're gonna get these off. Okay. Now a closer look here. You'll see the old bushing. This is what it looks like. Frankly, it's missing a piece that should be down here to hold it in place. And I can see why a zip tie was used. So take this off, and then onto the install. What you're doing here is screwing this off. You can see it coming down. Just keep on removing this, and once you get it off, it's the next step. Underneath that rubber bushing is like this, and just like before, it has a slit in the side to remove it. Once everything is off, this is what you're left with. All right, so in the simplest sense, this part goes here. Okay. So it goes through, right? This part will be above, this below, and it snaps into right here. You can see the line on the ring here. That's where it snaps into. So like before, now this gets screwed on. It'll take some adjustment, right, to get it to set up, because you want this in a resting position, not pulled back or anything like that. Otherwise your RPMs are going to be higher. As you can imagine, all the way back here, you're at 7,000 RPM. If it's flat, it's where it's at idle, whatever that is, 800, 900 RPM. This would be a good time to replace this clip onto the cable. All right, once it's back in, you'll have it like this. This part's clipped back in at the bottom. Next up, you'll snap the clamp in here. That's what these are for. Now, I haven't used clamps like this before, but I guess conceptually, put it in here and compress it or expand it. Well, here you go. These are adjustable. So up here, I guess it compresses it. If you were to put it on this side, it could expand it. I think what I need is I need it expanded. I guess I would need it expanded first so that it could clamp in here, because it doesn't make any sense that it would be loose to begin with. So I'm gonna fiddle with it a little bit and figure it out. All right, so it's to expand and then get it to go up, if you can see it there, into that groove. And once in place, there it is, it snaps into place. So then adjustment wise, you'll move this to tighten it, and notice it's moving down, or move the other way. You'll see it moving. So you'll need to figure this out, but more important than that, let's get on to the next one. All right, so we've got things running. In addition, the idle is very smooth. Got it right now, I think idling at just under 1,000 RPM. There we go. Got it idle nice and smooth. It's really all we could ask for. With the old